Okay, you're live.
I am live?
You're live.
Okay, hi everybody. Just you can't see it? I don't know if
Oh, they're building an audience for you right now because you are live.
Oh, okay.
Hey, your first question went so quickly. Somebody wants to know, have you ever been to New York City?
Why, yes, I have. It was, I actually wrote about it in my book. It was for the Diane von Furstenberg Awards, and it was quite fun. You can read all about it in my book.
I've got a hi, Jaycee. And then we also have a question from Jen.
Okay.
She says, both books were amazing, Jaycee. Glad you and your daughters are thriving. You mentioned the Jayce Foundation has groups in New Hampshire. Please say more, as that's where I'm from.
Hi, Jen. Thank you for your question. Yes, we actually have some Jayce school groups going on in New Hampshire, conducted by the Upreach Foundation. They went through our training, which you can find online at thejaycefoundation.org, and they are putting on their own school groups now, so we're really excited about that.
You have a lot of your inspiration. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you, Nicole. And Becky just got both books. I've got a Denora asks, I was wondering, do you have a cat? I know at one time you loved cats. I was wondering, do you still have a cat?
I still love cats. They're amazing animals. I actually wrote about that in my new book too. The last chapter is all about my cats, and cats that we actually got to keep from when I was captive in the backyard. And one of them died last year, which was really hard, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to write about it in this book because it was so hard. He died of cancer, and it was really, really hard. But I decided to write about it, and I'm glad I did. My cats mean a lot to me. My animals mean a lot to me. They've been a big part of my recovery, and you know, it was really fulfilling. It was very hard to do the audio version with that chapter. I cried through most of it, and I hope the audio came out okay on that. But yeah, cats are a big part of my life, as all animals are. That's why we're down here at the barn, and you could probably see the horses in the background. They're also a big part of my life. So.
Hey, we've got Ricky wants to know, how are your daughters doing? And so nice to see you.
My daughters are doing very well. They're I would call them mostly grown. They're both in college now, and I'm very, very proud of them. So thank you, Ricky.
Hey, you got two little girls named Lily and Audrey. They just joined. And right behind them, Jim Friesel wants to know, are you going to author any cookbooks? I think you should. You sound like a great cook.
I don't know where you got that idea, Jim, but I love to eat, so I don't think I would ever author a cookbook, but I would love to eat every recipe in a cookbook, if that helps.
I may mispronounce this, but this is Amela. Oh, it just disappeared. What do you like to do for fun? Love your book, just got the new one, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
Mela?
M-E-L-I.
Forgive us if we mispronounce your name, but thank you for the question. I like to do lots of things. I actually like to write for fun. I hope to write another book one day. That isn't about me, because I think I'm getting kind of boring. But I also like to ride horses. I love to work in the garden. I love, like I said, I love to eat, so I like to produce things in the garden to eat. So yeah, I do a lot of things for fun.
You've got a lot of amazings, but we won't tell you about all those.
Oh, please, yeah.
We have Jillian, sorry about the pronunciation again. Hey, from a fellow Myers Elementary student. I've got a really interesting one from Jean. She says, for 18 years, you've not seen a doctor or a dentist. Are you now making appointments regularly?
Yes, thank you, Jean. I am. It's not my most fun thing to do, but we all have to do it. I have been making my own appointments for the dentist and doctor. those regular checkups are important for everybody. So I encourage everybody to do that. So.
Scott says, congratulations this Friday for 7 years of freedom.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, 7 years. I can't believe it. It's been amazing, and I've learned a lot, and it's been a lot of hard work, but totally worth it. I mean, you can recover from something traumatic. That's what the foundation is about, the Jaycee Foundation that I started, and I really believe that you can be okay after trauma. So thank you, Scott.
Aaron says, thank you for doing the Q&A. Can you describe your writing process? How long did it take you to write the book? What were the easiest and hardest parts to write?
Well, I think once I put my mind to it, it didn't really take that long to write. Sometimes I write a lot in my head, if that makes any sense, and then it kind of just comes out on paper. So the process probably took, I don't know, about 6 months to put it all together, I think. The hardest chapter in that book to write was losing my cat. That was really hard. Losing any animal was really hard. And the funnest was probably the one about Starbucks, because it was just, just having fun, and like I'm a normal person just doing normal things, and that's what I love about everything that I get to do now, is just having fun.
Got a lot of great questions. There are just so many coming through.
Okay, we can get to a few more.
I would love to get your new book. What's the name of your new book?
Freedom, my book of first. Thank you for asking.
And this person, which one? I'm sorry, I got lost. Oh, Rosie wants to know, are you still involved in working with horses?
Hi, Rosie.
It's
yes,
behind you.
I am still working with horses. They're a big part of what we do with the foundation, and personally, I love horses, and I have the privilege of riding them and owning my own. So yes, very much, horses are definitely in my life.
We've got, let's see, we've got a lot of people that want book signings. We've got Modesto, we got Brentwood. We have somebody named Joy who says, I love the name. I spell my daughter's name Jaycee, Jacy. I love your books, read them super fast, love learning about you and your story. Maybe someday your daughters will write a book.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, I hope for them to be able to do what they want in life, and maybe that's something that they'll choose to do. Uh-oh. We have an escape artist.
Danny said, hi girls, thanks so much for doing this. I adored your books, great inspiration. I loved you writing about your trip to Ireland. Where else would you like to visit? Would you come to England?
I'd love to come to England. Love to explore Greece, actually, because I really like Greek myths, and I'd like to explore that there. Also Hawaii. I mean, anywhere you travel is amazing. So looking forward to more experiences like that.
You've got a lot of people from the Tahoe area, too many to mention, saying, hey, do you remember me from Meyer Elementary?
That's where I went to school before I was kidnapped, in Tahoe. So thank you for everybody that's writing in. I can't say I remember everybody, because I would be lying, but I really appreciate all the well wishes, and everybody that supported my mom while I was missing. Means so much to me. I can't imagine going through that as a mother, and what my mom went through. But you guys all gave her so much support in Tahoe, and I really want to thank you all who's writing in right now and who was there.
We got a Susan saying, God bless you. I always felt you were alive.
Aw, thank you, Susan. I was alive.
And Ryan, have you and your girls finished your high school diplomas? Are you planning to further your education, maybe in social services or something?
As I said, both my girls are in college. I was going to get my GED, but then I love to read, and I love to learn everything every single day, so I really didn't feel like getting my GED was something that I really needed to do or decided to do. But I do believe in education and think it's so important, but there's other ways that you can educate yourself, and I'm really fulfilled with what I do with the foundation, and I learn from people every single day. So thank you for your question.
I know, Jaycee, you didn't want to do therapy, but there's a gal here named Suzanne, and she said, what are your advice for women who go through hard times and alone?
Oh, that's a tough one because there's so many different situations, and we all have something that we go through, and you can't compare one situation to another. I advise you to get some kind of mental health counselor or psychologist or some kind of somebody to talk to. It's really, really helpful. It was for me. And just finding things that you love to do. I mean, go for a hike or go for ice cream. You know, go do things that help yourself and make you feel good, and maybe that'll turn into you actually feeling better about what happened.
We have Fiona, who wants to know if you collect pine cones, and love you and your family.
Hi, Fiona. I haven't collected pine cones in a long time, but a lot of people, when I was first recovered, they sent in the most beautiful pine cones, I remember, and I still have them all to this day. Also, we have my pine cone necklace that we sell at the foundation. So they're very much a part of my life. They're a symbol of my foundation. So still a big part of my life, but I don't actively collect them.
We've got Esther that wants to know, and I know this is a good question for you. What's your favorite music? I admire you, your strength, blessings for you and loved ones always.
Well, like I wrote about in my book, I really like the music of the 80s. I guess it's because it's the generation I grew up in. It's the music I remember my mom playing on the radio. But I also like a lot of music. I love Lindsay Sterling. She plays an amazing violin. I love Florence and the Machine. I love music. It's fun.
Now, I don't know if this is her name, but this is cute. Kinda Yvonne wants you to know that pumpkin spice is coming back. Sending love.
I know. Starbucks is bringing it back, so be enjoying those really soon.
We've got a lot of people. There's Barbie and there's just so many incredible comments. You carry yourselves as if you had a higher education. So amazing. You're also a great role model for young single mothers. Nothing is impossible when you have faith. Just on and on. We don't want your head to get too big to hit the ceiling. Okay, how about this? And again, I'm so bad I should not be reading names, but we have Alexandra. I will not pronounce your last name, Alexandra, but Jaycee, what does a usual day look like for you at this point in your life?
Oh, probably pretty typical. Get up, go to Starbucks. I'm not trying to promote Starbucks, but it's just something that I like to do. Then, we might have a meeting about what's coming up for the foundation, any families that are coming in. We also have a couple of Leo's law enforcement officer workshops going on in Kansas City and New Hampshire. So getting ready for those. I'm getting ready for a conference that I'm going to be doing in Kansas City for Protect Our Children. I'm the keynote speaker, and Rebecca's also going to be a speaker there. So looking forward to that. Also probably going to do a book signing in Kansas City. Lots of good things, and I always try to ride my horse at least a few times a week and get my animals out and hopefully do some fun stuff too. So
you got a lot of hugs for your mom. Laura wants to hug your mom.
Thank
you also have Barbie wants you to know that Dunkin' Donuts has pumpkin spice latte. You're cracking me up, Barbie. She's like hanging in there. John wants to know if he can buy a pine cone keychain still.
Yes, they are for sale on the jacefoundation.org store. So yeah, thank you.
This is so cute. Dara, I was moved by your first book and halfway through the second. How many animals do you have, and do you think you will ever date? There were a few people that wanted to know if you'd ever find true love.
Oh, who knows? Who actually knows the answer to that question? As far as the animals, I have my three cats now, and my mom also has 3 cats. So We have quite the cat collection going on. I have one dog, Bull, who is on the cover of my book. And
I'm sorry, Abdullah says you're a cute girl and wants to know if you're dating. Thank you, Abdullah.
Thank you, Abdullah. I also have horses. I have 2 miniature horses and 3 horses, big horses of my own. So
there's so many, like, this is just amazing. Juliana, whose name I probably just butchered, she said she'd already commented, but seriously, you hold such a special place in my heart. As a little girl, I prayed and hoped for you to be safe. This is so amazing to see you here smiling and happy. And Jaycee, we're getting so much of these coming through that we can't even, like...
Thank you all. It really means a lot to me. This kind of live thing is very scary, so you guys make it a lot more easier to
and your
do.
numbers are climbing. I got to tell you, we just keep climbing and climbing. You're going to have to do another one.
We'll do another one. We're going to wrap up pretty soon, but we'll do another one really soon.
Somebody wants to know if you're doing a book tour in New York. There was one about somebody said, please, 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 please come to Modesto.
Modesto, California. I don't know. There's no plans to do a book tour. I just kind of like do them where I'm going to be speaking. But definitely, probably more in the future.
So we've got 2. One person wants to know your favorite Starbucks drink, and I think they might need to read your book for that, don't you?
Yeah,
That's Lisa.
I think that's in my.
No, it was Tracy.
In my book, Tracy. I love caramel macchiatos, iced with extra caramel. Also really into chai lattes right now, but it's so funny.
Okay, so we've got, I know you want to wrap up soon, Jace, but do you feel, Lisa wants to know, do you feel you're a child at heart, since your youth's been taken away, making up for lost time? In other words, is that why you appear so immature?
Well, I do get confused with a 15-year-old quite frequently. But I don't know, I think we all need to stay young at heart in some ways. I feel like I have grown a lot. I do feel like I'm older than most people. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe because in a lot of ways I've lived through so much and I feel really old, but I still kind of like, I'm not really sure how to answer that one.
Hey, Danny said, this is so great. You're doing amazing. And shout out to Dr. Bailey. Evidently, the brilliance has been recognized. Sorry, yes, I just had to do that, Nancy. Shana, hello from Australia. You're so inspirational to so many people internationally.
Oh, thank you.
Sandy says your daughters are lucky to have you as their mother.
Oh, I don't know if they'd say that, but thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So, just so much. I mean, Jaycee, I can see it. Somebody, Sharon, wants to know if you're coming to Edinburgh to promote your book. And you're such an inspiration.
I'd love to travel over there. That would be really fun.
Let's see what else I got for you. I know you're...
We'll just have a few more and then we'll wrap up. But we'll do another one.
Oh, Alexandra wants to know, do you live on your own or with your mom?
I live with my mom, which is... being older, it's different, but I love her so much and we're getting to reconnect and do things together. So it's like, it's an amazing time and... my mom is amazing, so thank you.
So there was, I've got another one. So many, may God bless you. Marcia says, may God bless you. You're an inspiration. Sharon, we already said that.
Want to do one more and then we'll wrap up?
You know, I had that one that came in not live, and I told you I wouldn't be able to find it, and now I'm trying to find it. This is kind of what we're seeing over and over, and I wanted to read this to you. Okay. It's another Australian.
Wow.
Delphi, hello Jaycee, no question, but just wanted to let you know I've just finished reading both of your books. I have nothing but admiration for you, your survivor instinct, your positivity, and pure strength. Your story has stayed with me long after turning the last page. Thank you for your honesty and for exposing the evil that exists amongst us and sharing your journey, all the way from Sydney, Australia.
Wow, thank you, Delphi. That's a great, I guess that's a great comment, and I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll have another one of these soon, and bye-bye for now.
Over and out.